You are listening to the Tresoteric Podcast, where we journey to the inside kingdom and unlock esoteric truths within. Now, here is your host, Omega, also known as Brandon Christopher.
Brothers and sisters, what is up? What is up? Greetings from Phoenix, Arizona, the Valley of the Sun. It is a beautiful Saturday morning. It is sunny, not a cloud in the sky. I'm drinking my coffee. I got this heart of Thanksgiving right now, just chilling, trying to stay in joy, trying to reflect on the things that I've accomplished this week and project new things, new growth. And so I just want to be of an encouragement to you. I want to encourage those who want to be encouraged, and I want to break things down into perspective so that all the laymen can understand that there are advanced spiritual things, but when it all is said and done, if we break it down to its most elemental form, it is easily digested. So let me get started here, all right? So this old saying that I've been saying for a while, but I just kind of want to reflect on this today. The earth is a great big amusement park. We have won the genetic lottery, being born human, being born into a beautiful wonderland that is Earth. Beautiful amusement park, rides, shows, attractions, beauty, beautiful humans, beautiful animals, beautiful creation. We don't ponder these things because we are so stuck in the humdrum, walking to school every day, driving to work every day, going through the motions. You get home and all you want to do is you want to decompress. You want to have a nice meal. You want to watch your favorite shows, and then we wash, rinse, and repeat. But where is our explorer spirit? Where is our love of life? We've lost that. We've lost that first love. And I think the major culprit of this is our lack of understanding of who we are. All right. We are not going to project that we know everything. I cannot say what happens after we die. I cannot say what our divine purpose is. I can't say when you die that you just fade to black. Nobody can say that. And to say that and to hold that position is really fundamentally lofty to do so. But what I can say is things that we can see now. This great big amusement park, 99.9% of us, we are in the amusement park, but guess what? We're not here as visitors. We're working the concessions. We are working the popcorn stands. We are working the lines. We are working the rides. We are working and we are not enjoying. So will we be able to topsy-turvy turn our life upside down and say, okay, you know, I'm going to start taking it in as a visitor rather than a concession worker? I think that is possible, but it first starts with your mind, you know, and it really starts with a mind of thanksgiving, a heart of thanksgiving. So everything that I say and everything that I proclaim is to help my brothers and sisters to see things for what they are in a different light. Stop seeing it as a sleepwalking human and start enjoying it and feeling the fabric of everything that is. And we will change, and we will change our perceptions, but we will also change our energy vibration. Things will start to come to us more abundantly if we change our mindset. We don't have a heart of thanksgiving, and we need to start having this vibrant outlook on life rather than the, oh God, I got to do this, I got to do that, you know, and I just want to kindle that in my brothers and sisters. So one of the things that I want to start off with here is that we have lost our way. We have lost our way. And I'm not saying just recently. I'm not saying changes in society and things like that. I'm saying from our initial design, who we are as humans. You know, we, in many ways, act like cattle. We act like mindless cattle. and we get prepared ideas from a lot of different outlets, and we accept those ideas, and the next thing you know, we're sleepwalking again. Self-awareness is really step one. If you want to enjoy the earth as that explorer's heart, that old frontierswoman, and fall in love with this place again and think of all the possibilities, you have to break it down fundamentally. You have to know who you are. Are you just a cheap cattle? Are you just somebody with a cowbell chilling around your neck? Are you a goat? No, you are a marvelous machine with self-awareness potentially. You are the original artificial intelligence. Your intelligence has been put into an avatar. We are in these climate-controlled suits here on Earth, and we're experiencing things. But you got to get out of that cattle mindset. And so what has happened is just we've had a lot of people give us wrong information, and that's okay. That's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone's kind of guessing and trying to shoot from the hip. But let's break this down fundamentally on who we are. Once you understand that, we can go from there. And I want you to know that you are the original computer. You are the original central processing unit. You are the original wireless network. You are the original database. Look at your body right now. You are a complex machine. You are a computer. All right? A lot of people get thrown off when we talk about things of the spirit. People get thrown off because religion has hijacked so much, and they've burnt so many bridges, myself included, back in the day when I was in religion, because we inherited lies, unfortunately. All right? We inherited lies. So we break it down to the most fundamental form. All right? Let's think about this. Let's break down the components of the computer that is us. All right? First of all, a computer must have input devices. All right? You have your mouse, you have your keyboard, you have your microphone. Data has to go in. All right? So think about all of your sensory apparatuses. Think about your eyes, your ears, your mouth, and your thoughts, and your taste. All of those things collect data, all right? And there is data in the world. There is data in the space between us. See, we've always thought in the physical plane, but there are some things that we can really ponder upon and know that, you know what? There is a wireless network. There's things called coincidences, these coincidences and these deja vus, and sometimes we have these premonitions. Sometimes we focus on something and then all of a sudden, oh, there it is, something comes. There is a law of attraction. There are things, and people call it the spirit world. I'm perfectly fine calling it the spirit world, but it's just information. It's just data. So the complex computer that is you, all right, and me, we have these input devices. Data has to go somewhere. On a computer, on a server, it goes to a hard drive, all right? Somewhere where there is information, somewhere where information can be stored. Now, I want you to understand that information can be corrupted too as well. You can have bad information, and that can get stored as well. So we have to identify these components. We have to understand how we work, all right? So we've identified the eyes, the ears, the thoughts, the taste, the touch, all of those input devices, your sensory devices. They're going to go in your database. Your database is in your gut. There are 100 million neurons in your gut. They call it the gut brain. A lot of people don't talk about this. A lot of people don't understand this. And also, too, I must say, I am not a scientist. I am not a doctor. I work with computer networks. But just breaking it down, there is a scientific phenomenon that they call the gut brain. And Things like dopamine are made there, and we know that we have gut feelings. So if we look at it this way, the database is down below. All right, the database is down below. Who controls your breathing? Who controls your heartbeats? Who controls the moisture in your eyes? Do you do that with your thinking mind? You don't. All those things are done subconsciously. All right? All those things are done without your approval. There is a running program within you that is regulating all of those things. They're programs, and they're sitting there, and they're running in the background. All right? So like I said, all of those processes are running in the background. You are not consciously controlling those things. This is known as your subconscious mind. This is known as the database where all of these default programs reside. You know, heartbeat 1.0, eye moisture 1.0, blinking 1.0, sweating. All of those things are involuntary to you. All right? That is handled by your unconscious mind. Now, there's been studies that say that your unconscious mind or your subconscious mind is 95% of what is controlling your day. All right? People who are way smarter than me have come and said that 95% of who you are and your day, the way it's carried out, is being handled subconsciously. The rest, the 5%, is your thinking mind. What you're aware of. The world that you see is only 5%. That is flipping amazing, brothers and sisters. That is flipping amazing when you really think about that in its totality. Think about the iceberg. You see this iceberg protruding out of the water, and it took down the Titanic, right? And you're like, man, that's a monolith. Look how big that thing is. And then you realize that is only 1/10 of what really the mass of an iceberg is. You and I, we are icebergs, and we unfortunately don't know what lies underneath the water because we're not aware of it. And my job is to make you aware, to make you a spiritual machine. All right? Now I use the word spirit because I'm talking about the world of the unseen. All right? The space between you and I. When you identify these components and know how they work, then you'll start functioning, you'll start understanding, and you'll be more efficient. You'll be more efficient to carry out the things that you want to do. If you're sweeping floors, if you're mopping floors right now, there's nothing wrong with that. But I know that there is probably something inside you that longs for a better day. If you're that housewife who feels that you're having a hard time with things and stuff like that, you know, you are not sentenced to be somebody's footstool. You know, you are a very, very powerful being. We are all kings and queens, and we have to explore and we have to turn on those things, those hidden things, to immerse ourselves in that water and discover who we are. That's the most important thing about seeing this world for what it is, and then also experiencing this world for what it is. There's so much beauty, and unfortunately, the only thing that we're taking in is death and destruction and doom and gloom and hatred for one another. We can't stop judging one another. We can't stop being so easily offended. Oh my gosh, they're only words, they're only thoughts. You know, we spend all of our time focusing on the wrong things, and it's time to point us in the right direction. All right? So why are we suffering? That's going to be unveiled in the next video. Why are we suffering? But this right here is to tell you that there is hope and there is a way, and people have cracked this code. All right? This is not an upheaval against God. All right? God is sovereign. God is sovereign, and God is really, truly something. Unfortunately, we don't know it to a T. All right? We don't know it to a T. So all we can do here on earth is be good stewards and work with the tools that we've been given and do good things. Do good things. Spread love. Be thankful. Be joyful. Stop judging one another. Stop being so easily offended. All right? So on the next video, we'll go ahead and talk about those components, but understand that you are a very complicated computer. You are just an amazing machine, and there is hope. We can turn our lives around, and glory be to the ones who actually listen, and they will do something. And I encourage you to do so too. This is Brother Brandon. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks a lot.